500 new places will be found. This report from Theo Chikomba.
Providing education for children with special needs, Samuel Pepys in Cambridgeshire is one of 5 schools receiving a cash injection of £60.1 million. Kate moved from London with her family so her 3 children could get the education they need.
With my children, with their needs, my children are all autistic and they personally wouldn't have been able to cope in a mainstream school. So for us, it was very important to send our children to a specialist school where we knew that the teachers and obviously the TAs were fully trained in being able to help our children.
Proposed plans include expanding the school into this car park, new classroom areas in spaces like this and more. If planning is successful, construction will begin next summer.
So we're really delighted to have these plans for expanding Samuel Pepys School. We currently have 120 pupils on roll, although officially our admissions number is 102. And we're going to see that increase to a 165 special school from September 2024. So we're very excited about these future plans.
While millions of pounds is welcome, Cambridgeshire County Council has been scrutinised by a mother whose clinically vulnerable child had no school for 14 months. In a letter read out this week in a council meeting, she says,
"This is not a few bumps in the road. This has been a prolonged and sustained process over a period of 3 years. The actions and inactions of the council have been surmounted, in my view, and I do not use these words lightly, to a form of persecution and bullying. 12 weeks have passed since the report was issued and still full-time education has not been put in place."
The council has offered sincere apologies to the family and its leader says lessons have been learned.
I think in this case we recognise that the council didn't necessarily get the support in as quickly as we should have done. But I would also like to say that actually the council staff and the schools were having to cope under extraordinary circumstances, and the fact that occasionally somebody got something wrong, you can sort of see that may have happened under those circumstances, and there are bound to be cases where a child slipped through the net who shouldn't have done.
In the next 5 years, it's hoped there will be 500 new school places, 2 new schools and several expansions in what the council says is a real need across Cambridgeshire. Theo Chikomba, BBC East.